endlessly searching for an original soul.
Alright guys, welcome back to more of Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo, where we have yet to have a Vertigo episode.
Tune in and find out.
Please, stop. Thanks for what you did before. For confronting the sheriff.
Are you all right?
That last one.
You know I'm not. Please help me.
I don't want to go
When
to
the
jail.
sheriff walked in, you were about to tell me something. Don't leave me hanging.
So here's some... Is he
I'm still
merging with
missing
the pillow?
a piece of the puzzle. Just one.
Yes.
Give me that
Yeah.
piece, and I'll tell you
Either
everything
that or he has
without
he has a
the
tumor
fear
on
of
his neck.
hurting you anymore. Before your childhood accident, all days, maybe weeks earlier, if that's what I think it is, something your father told you about your mother, or the other way around. Something that made you take sides.
I think I might have something for you. I think... Yeah. It was the weekend before the accident. I was completely obsessed with his sea shanty.
Then Dad told me to shut the fuck up.
Which sea shanty is it gonna be is my question.
I swear to God, if it's that one from Jaws, I'm fucking smack some.
It'll probably be, what do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Rob him?
Well, more than the actual shanty, I had a thing with this verse. I don't even know why.
What verse was it? What did it say?
Isn't his dad's name John?
It's a Sony Walkman.
Oh yeah, you can tell by the font.
Why that particular verse?
I don't know. Maybe Grog reminded me of a certain video game.
Not be an asshole. Let's check on our sister. The fuck is he walking like that?
Dad's here and Dad is shit-faced.
Special Agent Miller, I have an extremely important
Yep,
mission.
he's
for you.
seeing this through rose-colored glasses again.
Dad, I was about to check on Jenny.
Relax, Agent Miller. The First Lady's on it. As you may well know, we're in the midst of a Cold War with our worst enemy.
Oh, Dad's calling Mom a whore.
The 1,000 sucker kraken.
Forget those fantasies, Miller. This is serious. I'm talking about the darned KGB. Several of their
Vladimir
agents
Putin?
have placed 3 nuclear
feel like
bombs
Putin
in
would
one
call
of our
him an
top
asshole.
secret submarine bases.
Well, if they found them, how top secret can they be?
Good point, Miller. You're such a darn genius, Miller. You'll make a fine major. Where was I? Ah,
Sir,
yes.
I'm still a private.
A super dangerous mission. Only an
joined
agent
yesterday.
with my experience and training can succeed under these circumstances.
But didn't you say you had a mission for me?
And I do,
I don't even know
Special
who
Agent
you
Miller.
are.
And that it was super important?
And it is, Special Agent Miller. How important do you think it is to protect the First Lady?
Extremely important, sir.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Did I say Major? Miller, you'll make a fine colonel. Nothing is more important than the First Lady.
And who are we protecting her from, sir?
That's what we need to find out. Precisely that. There's a double agent among us. A traitor.
I don't want to see what that scene's actually going to be.
Oh,
I feel like
know
it's going to
exactly
involve a
what
lot
that
of smacking.
I know exactly what that scene's gonna be.
While I'm away on my mission at the top secret submarine base, at the submarine base, you will become the First Lady's shadow. Follow her
Oh,
wherever
no.
she goes. But keep
Oh,
a low
he's using the
profile.
little
Make
fucker to
sure to
dig up
document
info.
any suspicious activity that might help
This
us
is gonna
identify
be
the
so
traitor.
fucked
And
up.
remember,
Yep.
it could be someone close to the First Lady.
Sir, yes, sir.
Good luck, future Colonel Miller. The country's in your hands.
That's why he hates the sheriff. This makes so much more sense. Try to
Man,
blend
I used
in,
to have a
follow
VCR
her.
like that too. Not even joking.
Try to blend in, follow her at a safe distance. Do you have a mini spy cam? What the fuck, man?
It's a Polaroid.
Oh, okay.
Check out like one of those from my grandpa. I got a whole collection of cameras now.
Is it just me, or does this remind you of that South Park episode where Butters was following his dad to all the gay bathhouses?
Oh, now it does.
Where's the other one?
I was about to say, you're missing the red one. The one you had during the car
Where's
accident.
my boy Red?
You're my boy, Blue.
Haunted Park. I want to go to Haunted Park. Haunted Park sounds fun. Let's go to Haunted Park. I was kind of hoping we'd actually get some references to some of their other stuff. Doesn't look like we are, though. Oh, well.
Bring the bat, kid.
It's okay, sweetie.
Lieutenant Flanagan, do you copy?
I do, sir, just like you ordered.
Do you have a visual of the presidential suite?
Loud and clear, sir.
Good. Let me know when she exits and heads towards the conference center. I can't risk her seeing me. Darn Darn it, Flanagan. I told you to inform me if she left the presidential suite.
Oh, did she leave?
You're talking to
Flanagan, you
yourself.
failed me again.
You're talking to yourself, you crazy little fucker.
She's in the dining hall. Follow her and hide.
Dun 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 dun. I think you're gonna have to be stealthy on this one.
I'm playing a freaking 9-year-old. Screw your stealth.
You be a stealthy 9-year-old.
I'm not being Solid Snake.
Claire, how are you?
No, I don't see a box.
No, your brother just left to get groceries. Oh, she's just precious.
I love people that come to cons to cosplay and actually
she
bring the
gets
box.
Plenty of air. I'm making dinner now, but in about 15 minutes I'll take her outside and we'll go to the lookout by the lake. Yes, the lake that's by my house. How would that be dangerous?
Oh, it's that
Don't
kind of
worry,
auntie.
I won't let her get close to the railing. We'll just sit on a bench. Okay, I'll definitely tell him you called when he gets back.
You can take a baby by a lake?
No, but she's one of those people that's like, you know, never really had kids of their own, so they try and play mom with all their brothers and sisters' kids.
Oh.
Flanagan, I told you to search the presidential suite for microphones, didn't I? And so I did, sir. But there weren't any. Do me a favor. Schedule an appointment with the CIA eye doctor, will you? Yes, sir. For who? Just do it. I have a feeling things are about to get dirty around here.
Ew. Why do I get the feeling since he's playing a CIA agent, this is gonna end in a smothering?
You got really fucking dark with this one.
I mean, he's playing a CIA agent. Usually when they break into a room and somebody's sleeping there,
I don't think he's gonna be that kind of glowy.
I hope not.
I want to say the rest of that's so bad. Oh, so they've got the baby in the room with them. Okay. I know some people do that.
When they're young, yeah. Just like Rambo, Mom.
Oh, yeah, no, your mom's gonna beat your ass for that one.
There's still something missing.
Please don't make that into something stupid.
He needs the red bandana.
Yes, he does.
Oh, speaking of Arch, let me know what Pokemon he's thinking of playing.
What Pokemon?
He's probably gonna go with Snorlax.
I think he'd have to do Munchlax to start off with, then he could evolve into
Yeah, he was
Snorlax.
asking what if we're only doing Gen 1, then Snorlax, if you know, so Munchlax. If we're doing anything else, then he'll probably be something useless.
We're doing multiple gens, so he can...
Jenny!
No!
My
Yeah, I
little
let him
sweet
know.
pea!
Just something with an evolution.
Come on, sweetie.
I'll let him know. He's
Time
been
to
working,
wakey-wakey.
so
Who
he just let me know on
wants
his
to go
break.
see the lake views. Come on, don't be a little sleepyhead. Or your Aunt Claire will never let us hear the end of it. You'll see. It's such a beautiful day out there. And when we get back, you'll have your bottle. You like that, don't you?
Close call.
She's gonna go down by the lake and bang her boyfriend.
Sir, I scheduled that appointment with the eye doctor. Okay. Alright, good Flankin. Yeah, always glad to help, sir. Not the sharpest
fuck up,
tool in the
Flanagan.
shed. I swear, I don't
why
know
nobody
why
likes
certain
Flanagan.
people are even born.
Is this, like, here's my only question, though, is Flanagan still a voice in his head, and is he still crazy, and we just don't hear it?
That would actually be interesting if we get him to the point of going so nuts he's hearing Flanagan again.
That would be one of those oh my god, what if this is like a doppelganger thing where like his dad is a subconscious like fucking personality in his brain, So he did it
Are you
again.
following the First Lady, sir? Not yet. I need my camo helmet first,
Dad
but I
took
can't
over,
find
had to
it.
kick another
Oh, I
car
washed it
off the
for you,
cliff.
sir. I left it
So
in the
he actually
hangar
killed everybody?
by the tanks and
And
motorcycles.
then he pushed his dad off the bridge?
I can see that. Although from the flashback,
That actually,
like,
honestly, that feels like a Hitchcockian thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the garage.
No, like that where it's actually just all in his head that his dad didn't do it, that he did it. He pushed his dad off the bridge, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it could be. Usually Hitchcock leaves things up to interpretation in a lot of cases, though.
True. He's got his... Please call it a special helmet. Damn it, I would have died
Flawless
laughing.
design brought to you by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin. Although, why is there no jungle camouflage on my jungle camouflage helmet, Flanagan?
Samuel
I removed
Franklin
it,
is
sir.
the old
It was
man.
not aerodynamic, sir.
So Samuel fixed the bike for him because his dad didn't.
He also said he would never ride the bike again.
Another great fix by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin.
So it looks like Franklin might have been more of a dad to him than his actual dad.
Maybe.
Because he's
Any
fixing the
updates on the
bike.
First Lady's
He got him a
position, Flanagan?
helmet.
She crossed the yellow
he
flowers
also
track,
banging his
and
mom?
she's now in the lookout.
Probably. We have to see what he looks like younger. Do you want to ride your bike over there? Or you want to walk over there, bud?
Won't ride my bicycle. Nope, he's just gonna run around with a helmet on.
It fits more than it should. We sure his name's not Timmy?
Hey, no, Timmy.
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 Well, she's not by the lake.
Oh, God, are we gonna find Mom about to chuck Jenny in the lake?
Mom, no! I mean, that is supposed to be how you teach kids to swim, but they're usually a little older. Don't ever do that, by the way, people, please.
The fact that you have to tell people that.
I know. Is it sad I have family members that learn to swim because of that?
Well, no, that's how you used to teach people how to swim. That was actually like how they used to do that, except you were not infants. You were usually like
That's
4
what I
or
said.
5 years old.
Don't actually chuck your kids into the water like that. I think I need to get my bike.
No, that's actually how most people learn how to swim.
I took swimming lessons and then became
No.
an actual swimming competitor.
No, they just yeeted us in the water and they had a pole. If you started to sink, they put the pole in the water so you could grab it and they pull you out.
Is that why you don't like water?
No, I just hate water because I hate things that live in it.
It's okay, I won't put you near any dolphins.
Unless they're cooked.
I don't... Why? No. Bad. Stop. You're not going to eat the dolphins.
Not even on bread with some mayonnaise?
No, that's tuna. That's different.
I know that's tuna. You can do it with dolphin too. It takes a little bit more effort.
You suddenly Japanese?
Oh!
No,
That is
okay.
something I would like to try someday as whale.
Do they still do whaling?
Yeah, very limited factions in Norway and Japan.
I don't eat fish, so have fun.
The most advanced communication tower on the planet, which intercepts messages that are then decoded by your supercomputer.
It's a tree, you dumb fuck.
That's why he's wearing his helmet.
That means he should be smacking the tree with his head, not psychoanalyzing it.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Where the fuck did this woman go?
I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things where she just took the, like one of those crazy
Take
people. Like she just took
pictures.
the baby and walked into the
Try
surf.
to blend in, follow her at a safe distance.
Unless she didn't go to the lake, unless she went somewhere else to go see the sheriff who's banging her. Or, no, she's up in the treehouse. She said something about the railing, remember?
Yeah, I can't go up there.
Can you spy anything up there from the ground? Can you, like, hide on the ground somewhere?
How the fuck would you get a baby up there?
Very good, actually. That's a very good point.
Nope.
Alright, so she obviously didn't actually go to the lake, unless we just missed her.
Thinking we must have. Unless she just didn't
Oh,
spawn
no,
in and I
we-
broke something.
I can't
No,
get
no, no,
any
'cause we haven't
closer
gone up
without
here,
jungle
remember? We just-
camouflage on my jungle camouflage helmet.
Okay, so how are you supposed to get jungle camouflage? I don't understand this. You're supposed to stick, like, fucking tree branches in that thing? There you go. Yep, that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're going to make the most half-assed fucking ghillie suit ever.
God bless the children. Somebody has to. Can I call it a special helmet again?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna get that sign that says "Forgive me, I have autism" and put them on the fucking thumbnail. Please remind me of that later so I can remember to do it.
Follow her at a safe distance. I'm sorry, you have tree branches sticking out of a bright orange fucking helmet. I know it's the fall, but still. Alright. We're just gonna dunk you right under the water.
No, wait. Yes,
Where
sir?
did you find
The
that?
double agent is
His room.
manipulating the First Lady. She's setting us up. Sir, she stole a microchip from my safe and is accusing me of leaving it for the KGB to find, and the First Lady's buying it. Now, if that's not suspicious activity.
None of this is suspicious. You're a dumb fuck, unless that red army man represents something else.
We'll find out.
I would assume so, yeah, because we definitely got the fluffed up version. Oh, this is why he inadvertently caused his fucking... So this is the week before the accident, and I'm assuming the Red Army Man is actually, or the Red Pirate is actually the sheriff. It's just an interpretation thing.
Well, and
So the dad
that's
sees the
all,
image
I guess.
and then says fuck it and murders the wife and kid.
Shall we?
And lets him live for giving him the info. What? Why is the baby
Yep.
thing still floating there? Look at it.
What baby thing?
The baby monitors.
Oh, yeah.
It's haunting us.
Well, no, it probably is an actual baby monitor because he claims that he had an infant in the car, remember?
Let me just have fun pretending it's haunting us.
Alright, now we get to see the horrible version.
I like that they didn't even get banter this time. It just went right into it.
I mean, we already listened to the song.
Enough. You've had enough.
Oh, okay.
You've had enough. I've had enough.
Baby's not crying. Parents are arguing.
Fucking done with all your.
Baby probably started crying because of the arguing.
Probably, yeah.
You have the nerve to say that. The fucking nerve.
Do you hear yourself when you...
Oh, I should have left you years ago, bitch.
You do what you do to want to block that shit out.
You son of a bitch.
Get out. Don't you dare come back, bitch.
Oh, so now I get what happened.
Lieutenant Flanagan, we have a new mission. A KGB agent has infiltrated the presidential palace with a single goal: to drive a wedge between the president and the first lady, putting an end to a vital, long-standing alliance. But we won't let the KGB get away with it. We will unmask the traitor and save our nation.
This is fucked up.
Dumb little bastard.
Yep.
So the whole so that's why we never see the dad's face during the conversation there, is because he was never actually in the room. It was just him making up an excuse for why he's going around and spying on his parents.
He's trying to figure out how to get them back together and stop fighting.
Yeah, we saw how that worked out.
Yeah, that's why he freaked out when he was being a kid again. He's like, I didn't do anything. Because he doesn't, at least as a kid, he didn't fully understand what he did. Which I get. Because kids don't understand the ramifications of the things they're doing. He thinks he's helping.
Mom, there's a shirtless man in my room.
I know you found the
He's
missing
appearing.
figurine after all.
Mom will give it to me later. She'll be a bit angry.
You weren't obsessed with an entire verse, were you? Only with one sentence. Leave her, Johnny. Leave her.
Maybe.
I do like that rug.
So those weren't lyrics, those were...
It might have been lyrics to the song, but he got obsessed with that one thing. Oh, Aunt Claire was telling him to leave her, I bet. What do you want to bet that's what Aunt Claire's reasoning for hiding everything and changing his memory is, because she was partly responsible for the father doing that?
Maybe. We'll see how this
Why
progresses.
don't you trust your sister, Jenny?
Because she takes up all of Mom's attention. And then she can't be with me or with Dad. And then Dad gets mad.
Well, she's
No,
a
your
baby.
dad gets mad. Your dad gets mad because he's a drunk. There's a difference.
Remember, he's in the mind of a young child. Children don't understand that.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not, like, processing correctly how the hypnosis is working here.
Yeah, you have to hear how he's talking, because he's talking more like a little kid would. So he's...
Or maybe I was just an asshole as a kid.
That could be it.
Yep, here we go. Yep, you're right, it's the sheriff. And that means that, you're dead on!
Why does the baby have ear piercings?
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest here. Neither of these parents are good people. Fuck both of them.
Did you notice that somebody pierced the baby's ears?
You sure those weren't just clip-on ones?
Maybe, but that's still really weird to put on a baby.
Yeah, I've never really known anybody to, like, usually that's like a 10 or 11-year-old type thing.
Yeah, that's weird. Is that a European thing? Because I feel like that even if they're clip-ons, that would hurt a baby's ears and they'd be crying.
Yeah, I'm sure they could, but I have no idea though.
Even the cat's yelling at them, don't clip the baby's ears. So yeah, he kind of caused everything without meaning to, and in his brain he's trying to hide it. At some point, the therapist is going to go, damn, this is fucked up even for me.
Yeah, so yeah, he takes a picture, and then she says she's leaving him. Here's the only thing, though, is I feel like in this situation, and I'm not 100% sure on this, because you don't get to really see a lot of mom's interactions with the son. But the idea is like, okay, I feel like this kid got fucked both ways.
Yeah, he wasn't going to win with either parent.
Yeah, exactly, because mom doesn't like him because he's genetically related to the person she hates, and dad's a douche.
Why are you taking those pictures, Ed?
Because things
I'm a
just
sick little weirdo.
used to be better.
Because he's trying to... I mean, I get why he's trying to do the pictures. He thinks it's going to, that they'll fight, but they'll get back together type of thing, I think. Fucked up as that is, I think that's what the kid is thinking.
What did you think when the police officer arrived, Eddie?
That he was going to arrest someone for misbehaving. Yeah. Or I don't know.
Yeah, so he didn't really understand what was going on there. Or no, he figured it out.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, no, that was just the earlier part of it, but yeah, he definitely figured out what they were doing. Yep, Mom was planning on dumping your ass.
How did Jenny get a hold of that figurine?
Sometimes Dad sleeps in Mom and Dad's room in the morning or in the afternoon. And Mom comes and changes Jenny's diaper on my bed. So I go outside to play.
What did you think right there, Eddie?
That Jenny isn't bad. It's the police officer that's bad.
I mean, to be fair...
He's right.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a dick move. Like, you might want to wait until she gets divorced before, you know, that. I mean, you obviously... At that point, you know the marriage is ending. Like, I'm assuming at one point or another...
You can keep it in your pants for a little longer. Again.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, too, it's like... I don't know if necessarily the marriage was 100% on the rocks when she got pregnant. Because that, I mean... So, they said that the baby was close to 100 days old. So that means it's about 1 year from when we see the bathroom scene to when the car accident happens. So that means they had been seeing each other at this point for what was probably well over a year.
And she wasn't going to get... I don't think she was ever planning to get divorced.
Oh, no, she was, because she's talking in the car to him before the accident.
Because that's when he found out about it. He had probably already accused her, and that's why she's like, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Right, but she literally told him in the car, it's like, next week I'm taking the kids and we're leaving. So she was planning on getting divorced from him eventually, but I think she was fine. Her hand was forced, basically.
It can't
at
be
that
that
point.
bad.
Your mom was banging the
So,
sheriff.
You are
damn it.
going to tell me now, right?
Fuck it. Shatter his mind.
You've been repressing and twisting your own memories since... Your father was not the person you remember. At some point, when you were little, he became obsessed. He got lost. He started drinking.
Acid!
And then the brain shatters.
Certainly dubstep.
He's gonna have one hell of a vertigo spell in about a moment. I'm calling it. He killed them. He broke him.
Yep. He was already mentally deranged, and we pushed him right over that edge before he left off of it himself.
I think he pushed his dad. I honestly do.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I think it's definitely within the realm of possibility. Well,
because
at the beginning of it...
the two choices that it gave me before, I noticed one of them was sneak behind him without him noticing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I remember we had the whole thing of the guy on the bridge scene at the beginning before he decided he was going to jump up there and try and do something.
But why did I do it? Jenny.
Plenty of older brothers feel jealous of their siblings. It's normal. It would have passed.
It was all my fault.
No, it wasn't.
The picture. If I hadn't...
The same thing would have happened. Sooner or later, your dad would have found out. And instead of an accident, it would have been a slap, or a beating, or a push, or a knife.
And what good does knowing do me?
You've been carrying that guilt for years, building a prison of fake memories just to hide it. From yourself, from everyone, and it's been gnawing at you. But you need to let it go.
We broke him.
Or did we fix him?
You gotta break him before you can fix him. I mean,
Nope,
you
you're
haven't
right.
walked for a week, dude. I know that feeling.
No, we're right. We broke him.
After the 4 months in bed, trying to walk was hell for me. He's gonna go down. I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong R.
I just watched the prompt and then it just turns red.
I hit the wrong one. I hit the RT. Because I get confused. Come on, Gimpy, walk.
We are a long way from a Saturday night.
Why are you going to the window?
He's gonna jump out. Don't let him near tall things.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that.
I'll show you, Dad.
Don't look down. Don't look down. You are going to get vertigo. Complete Ed's 4th therapy session.
I am all that is man.
Is he Nicolas Cage now?
No, he has to... See, the problem was Nicolas Cage had a career, and then it went in the toilet, and then he got it back. So he's still in the toilet phase, so he has to still get his career back before he can be Nicolas Cage.
Can we get Nicolas Cage in a video game? That would make me so happy.
Or he has to graft Nicolas Cage's face onto his, and graft his face onto Nicolas Cage.
Okay,
Not
should we check
today.
messages, mute, or ignore?
I mean, you're a therapist. You're good at ignoring things, right? I was making a suggestion.
Fuck it, I don't want to deal with the angry man.
Oh, Ed. You're the most loyal person I've ever met.
That was
Doctor?
really weird.
It's Sheriff Reyes.
Why do people keep barging in here?
Learn to knock, you fucks. Flanagan?
Flanagan, yeah, it's the character from his book is the same character that
Doctor.
he made up as a kid.
Sorry to bother you this late, but
Or at least he used the name. I'm trolling for some ass. You see, my old girlfriend got launched off a cliff.
Don't worry. It's not a problem.
I sent you a few messages on the way, but
Ah, of course. I still haven't saved your number. I'm sorry.
it's late, I know. We were looking for Esther Franklin until just now.
Did you find anything?
There's still hope. I'm sorry about this morning. And you know I don't want to put your career on the line, but
So here's our options. Y is we throw doctor-patient confidentiality out the fucking window. X is a buddy cop movie, and A is Mystic River.
I kind of want to do the buddy cop, don't you?
Yeah, fuck it. He's probably a step up from what we were fucking before, so screw it.
we both want to get to the bottom of Ed Miller's story. Why don't we help each other? There's
this is
a
very
really
Hitchcockian
pretty
now that I
lookout
think about
near
it.
here. We could discuss this.
Over dinner?
She's not going to dinner wearing that. Although
I'm
you
telling
know
you,
what, I
it's
shouldn't
bad
make
news.
that joke. I almost
The
did
gun,
at the con.
the bottle,
I was gonna
his
go in just
connection to the
sweatpants.
Franklins. The
Gives a
whole
fuck, you probably
implausible
could've.
story about the...
Next time I got my cute little Bugs Bunny ones. We're doing this romance, damn it!
I am a strong, independent woman.
Don't care. Get in that ass.
I mean, you already
Like
know
I
that he
was
can't
saying,
keep it in his
there are
pants,
too
or
many
maybe he learned
signs,
his
huh?
lesson after the
I'm not saying he's guilty, it's
husband
just-
of the chick she was fucking yeeted
It's
her
hard
and
to
his
see it any
illegitimate
other
child
way.
off a cliff.
Don't you think, Doctor?
There's one just like it in my favorite movie.
That's a fucking Hitchcock film, and she's talking about North by Northwest.
I can't say I'm a movie buff myself. No.
It's sad that we have tree rings that mark 9/11 at this point.
Fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes you feel old.
It's amazing to think the tree was born here. That it died here. And that we've only been here about this much. Here, no, a year later, I was at a protest march. The police charged us. I fell.
L.A., right? Did they crush you?
3 knee operations. What were you doing at the time?
I don't know. Patrol during the day to make a buck. Study at night to be a sheriff.
I mean, to be fair, it's the
Banging
LA
at
police.
Miller's mom.
That's kind of what they're famous for, is way over brutality.
Yeah, it's the LAPD. Wasn't that a joke at the time? And if you have to go to LA, like one of the tourist attractions was you had to put your hands up against the wall and get billy clubbed by a cop.
Yep.
I was
Pretty
born
sure it's still like
about
that.
here.
Yeah,
You?
probably.
About the same.
Except now they just do it to homeless people.
That joke's never gonna die, thank you, Hollywood.
Yeah,
What
but
were
do
you
think-
doing that day?
What do you think
remember?
happened when they had to
Sure.
do the Oscars in that train station?
I woke up at 6:30, like I do every day. Turned on the radio while I shaved, and the second plane had just hit. I remember looking in the mirror, not recognizing myself, not my face, my hands, my bathroom. None of it.
I took care of people with similar symptoms during those weeks.
Of course. Sorry. I have to
This
insist.
man just attracted to women
I
that are in
know Miller is
relationships.
hiding something. He's
There
lying.
are some
To
people
lie,
with that fetish, to
you
be
have
honest.
to be aware that you're lying.
Nice one. But Miller knows exactly what he's doing.
He only has trouble remembering certain things. Things that you do remember.
I don't understand.
You banged his mom.
Which one should we pick?
So you're hiding something is pretty general. You're not impartial when it comes to Ed. That's just kind of pointing out the obvious. It's not really a secret. The last one is definitely going to get him hot under the collar.
Should we go for hot under the collar?
Yeah, go hard or go home.
Tell me about Maddie Miller, please.
Excuse me?
About your relationship with her. In the early 90s, you did a little more than just work and study to be
early
sheriff.
90s, that makes sense. Don't yeet yourself off the cliff.
Why does everyone think everyone in this town eats themselves off cliffs?
Because it's fairly common, apparently.
Hello, kitty. Sir, are you gonna eat yourself? I just need to know so I can get an alibi.
Can you let me go back inside before you chuck yourself off the cliff? You have no right to nose around in my life. I never told anybody. Promise you won't analyze me. How did you find out, Drew Miller?
I'm gonna go with A.
Okay.
How did you find out? Through Miller? How did he... Did Maddie tell him?
I assume we'll answer Y seems like the best one.
We have to be really careful how we answer this, because confidentiality. But I feel like if we use A, he's gonna stop talking.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing: is we already agreed to work with the guy. So if you're not gonna spill your guts to him, then it's kind of pointless.
He saw you together, but buried that memory until today.
We were inseparable as kids. I spent more time at her house, the one you've been to, than my own, in high school. Everyone thought we were dating. Then, she went to school in San Francisco. We'd meet up some weekends, until one summer. She came back arm in arm with John Miller. We didn't see each other for years. It would have been 5 or 6 when we ran into each other and started meeting. A coffee, a walk, dinner, a motel. Later, pregnant with Jenny, she distanced herself from me. I thought the girl had helped her marriage, that she was happy.
You're a lying son of a bitch.
Yep.
You knew full well that was your fucking kid. You dumb shit.
Yeah, that kid looked like you, dude.
No, it not even look like it. Like he saw you making out. Like you're full of shit, fuckwad. You knew what you were doing. Oh, is this gonna be one of those things where? Why does it look like they have the same facial model?
Because they kind of all have that look.
No. They not all.
You're right,
of them, no.
though.
Yeah.
I think
that's creepy. Did she fuck her brother?
Oh, God.
She's a beautiful girl.
Isn't she? Beautiful and a bottomless pit.
Look
You'd
at the
gobble
ears.
your mummy right up, wouldn't you? Thanks for coming after all this time.
Spiral
How have you been?
Work and school take up all my time.
I'm sorry. I didn't want Jenny to grow up in a broken home. Or Eddie.
I understood back then, and I still do. You owe it to your kids.
I felt guilty. John deserved a chance. I thought the baby... I was wrong.
Is he still drinking?
He's burying me alive.
What did he do? If he touched a single hair... Report him, and I'll make sure you get a restraining order.
I'm going to leave him.
Go pistol whip him.
I'm gonna tell him next week.
It's your decision, but be careful. He could get physical.
I have to tell him. I can't just take his son away from him without at least... Jenny is yours. Take her.
Like I said, you fucking knew, you piece of shit.
Yep.
Unless it was one of those situations where she wanted to put the... No, it wouldn't make sense for her to put the kid up for adoption. She doesn't seem like she's a train wreck anyway, at least.
She's got something in her hand.
Oh, get it, will you? Gently.
Aw, she wants her brother's toy.
Rip it out.
Are you sure the kid's not dead?
Oh,
Oh, no,
Eddie.
he moved.
He leaves stuff everywhere.
No, it's not dead yet.
See? She has
So we
your
already
eyes.
saw that.
And he
Although I feel like there's going to be a twist in this
Doesn't
where
suspect
the kid
anything?
is somehow
Since
alive.
the very
Told you.
beginning.
How do you know she's not...
Johns? You've never tried to sleep with someone after you've downed a bottle of whiskey, have you?
Well,
Oh,
What am
he
I
got whiskey
saying?
dick, so he couldn't get it
You're
up.
ready
That's a
for
good way of
water
saying that.
after half a beer.
come with me. The three of you.
Let's take it slowly. I can't risk custody.
And yet you did that.
This is the early
was
90s,
the
and
last
you're getting
time I saw them
divorced.
alive.
There's never a risk.
Yeah? Just point out he's a drunk. You got those kids.
Just point out he has a penis, you have those kids.
Was it you who found them?
I wanted to kill that son of a bitch, but he took that away from me too.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. So are you gonna put the bottle in your mouth or the shotgun? Are we gonna go Kurt Cobain or Jim Morrison?
Should we?
I mean, we know he. Oh, is this how he gets the facial scar?
Should we do it?
Fuck yes.
And it's a
Hardcore.
Doom shotgun.
No, the Doom shotgun's a side-by-side double barrel.
Let me have this. Just picture the Doom
Stab-
music playing.
I don't know if I can do it with this. No. And I
You're a lousy
will
shot, dude.
always love you.
Nick, no!
Right trigger. Yep, that's how he got the facial scar.
How the fuck do you miss that?
What went through your mind in that moment?
Fuck, I lived?
Why did you move it away?
I sneezed.
Oh, that would have been so awful but funny.
We're degrading this serious story very badly.
We're doing our job.
That's something I could only tell my psychiatrist.
Thanks.
Now, do you understand? John Miller was dangerous. His son is too. The same look in his eye.
Everybody knows criminal
I'm
tendencies are
worried.
genetic.
About you.
Honestly, after what you've just told me, I'm more worried about what you might do to Ed.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
I'm a
Is
professional.
that why you missed?
I know what I'm saying.
You always pistol whip with the
I
butt
just meant-
of the gun.
Hold on. You believe him?
About what?
Faye?
Yes.
No. You're certain Faye isn't the figment of a writer's, a psychopath's imagination?
I'm not interfering in your job, Sheriff. Don't interfere in mine. Throughout my
She'll go
career,
ghetto on
I've
ya.
met a great deal of psychopaths. And believe me, when I know someone, I really know them. If there
You've
is a
talked to this
psychopath
guy
in
for
this
like
story,
4 days,
it's not
lady.
Ed Miller.
She wants her paycheck.
You know nothing. You know, it was actually, this reminds me a little bit of one thing I do remember, and it's one of the few things that I really enjoyed from when I used to watch Walking Dead, is there was a segment where there was this guy who, in the show his name is Morgan, and he loses his son and his wife to zombies. Now later on, he has like a mental breakdown and he starts like basically like reverting to like almost like a caveman sort of thing. Like he can't like come to terms with it at all. And this guy, basically, the fuck? Why is there a quote? Certain psychopathy, self-mutilation is the gentlest form of violence. For others, is the only its prelude.
Think we'll check this out next time. But you go ahead and finish your thing.
Yeah. Well, no, the idea was that basically he couldn't come to terms with it, and he came in touch with, I forget the guy's name in the show, but he was basically this guy who he had worked as like he did like psychological profiling and stuff like that, and he interviewed people that were inmates, people that were like, people that had been incarcerated for various reasons.
An analyst. Or,
yeah. But his whole thing was the idea that there was only one person he stated that he ever met that he thought was absolute evil. And every other person was just like, they're good people, but they have problems. This person he knew was evil because it was somebody that was, all they were thinking about was harming others in various ways and getting to the point where they could harm others again, but they were intelligent enough to be able to mask it. And he said that the only way that he was able to figure it out near the end was that there was a look in his eye that he knew when he looked at him.
And when there's no real emotion there.
When he locked eyes with him, he realized he could like see into his, not like see into his soul, but it was kind of one of those type of deals.
Yeah.
And then of course the story ends where the guy gets let out, and once the guy got let out of jail, he immediately went to that dude's house and killed his wife and his kids. So then but then the zombie apocalypse happened. So he did a bunch of it ends basically with him doing a bunch of horrible things to that guy and locking him in a cage and watching him starve to death. But the point is that it kind of falls along that same line where it's like, I understand the lady says, oh, I've interviewed psychopaths before or whatever, but it could just be that this guy's so smart that he's fucking with your head. There are people that are that smart that are fucked up in the head that can fuck with people that are psychologists.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out next time, guys. See you all then.
Adios.